Welcome back to the Central Broward Regional Park. We have just commenced the reply. The Krca team, the Trinidadian team, they've got a total of 103. To get in 16 overs. They're off and running. So far, it's 5 without loss, 2 wides, followed by a wide, then a dot ball, and 2. 5 without loss in the first over. It's a race. Could be a run out here, could be a run out now. There could easily be 2, but one batter just stood in his ground. So it's 6 without loss after 3 legal deliveries. Gopal and strike, facing for the first time. Yes. And he is out. And he is caught by our female all-rounder. He's out. He went after the ball, ballooned in the air, and was taken. So it's 6 for 1 in reply in six for 1 in chase of 103. Still 2 balls to go in over number 1. And Rambran is a new batter. Rambaran. So 1 wicket down in the very first over. That ball peeled off the edge of the bat, and yes, now we're getting the signal. Went over the boundary line, and over number 1 is in the books, and it's 10 for 1. 10 runs for 1 wicket. So where the chase is concerned, the scoring rate is fine, but in the wicket column, they already lost an early wicket. So this time is Ramnaris will be facing. He's on 3 from 3. Rambran is on 4 from 2. That one is definitely a wide, no question about that. And if Ivor was in the commentary booth, he would say that one is so wide it was a broad. Oh, correctly forward. Played down, ball is played down just in front. Run off. Run away. Was relayed to the bowler. Another one very wide outside the off stump. Khan strain way outside the off stump. So he's going to try and get it right this time. Yes, that ball came back considerably. Looked like it was an off spinner. We may just see that one on the replay. Played quietly out on the offside. No run. We are in over number 2. Played back to the bowler. Straight. Yeah, he has settled down. First 2 deliveries were wides. Very wide outside the off stump. This one there. Did I get a single? So Rambran is on 4 from 2. Ramnares, 4 from 7. Nicely cut away. Square. On the offside, and they have taken, is it 2? But at the end, just not quite the end, one more delivery to go in over number 2. It's 15 for 1. The wicket fell in the very first over.
Good evening again, everyone. As we're seeing, Vanassi just bowled a dot ball. Beautiful delivery, swinging away from the left-handed batsman. Another beautiful delivery, just pitching on top of off, swinging in the air, and beats Ramnares. It's another beautiful delivery. Just pushed to the man at cover, no run. Vanassi is getting some nice swing. Another dot ball as Ramnares plays and misses. The ball is collected by the keeper. The run rate is 6.5. Another beautiful delivery just on top of the off stump, going away. As he's bowled his 4th dot ball in the over. Could it be a maiden? Ooh, well bowled. And it is a maiden as he bowled 6 dot balls. The over comes to the end. Vanassi bowled 2 overs for 10 runs. The score is 15 for 1. They're chasing 103. Krca. We have a bowling change. In Can, he's coming in for his second over. This ball is pitching on top of the off stump and is pushed to the man at cover. No run. Beautiful feeling. This ball is punched through the covers again. Another dot ball. So the pressure is building as the run rate goes up to 7.0. Beautiful feeling by the young man in cover. He's fielded 3 balls in a row. It's beautiful bowling from Can. Rambaran just used his feet to the ball. He top edged it to backward point. Oh my, some sloppy feeling, which puts them up by 2 runs. I like the discipline from young Can. He's bowling the ball in one area, giving it some nice flight. Oh my, lovely shot over the guy at mid-on, and it races into the boundary for 4. Rambaran moves up to 12 off of 9 deliveries. The score moves up to 21 for 1 in the chase of 103. As you see now, they're sending back the mid-on to long-on. And they also sent back the mid-off to long-off. So it's an adjustment made by the captain. He's calling back the long-off and bringing it into the circle. It's a beautiful shot by Rambaran. Pushed past the man at cover, and the mid-off ran around, and the batsman only ran 2. And the over comes to an end. Scores 23 for 1 and 4. The required run rate is 6.7.
Yes, so you have heard we're in the over number 5, and the requirement $80 to win. They need 80 runs to win this match. Or the fielding team needs 9 wickets to prevent it from happening. Shrivastava is a new bowler. Oh, shy at the wicket. Well taken to prevent any overthrows. Field side are very sharp on their feet. This time it will be a dot ball. That one went away for 4 runs. We can see umpire Henry giving us the signal, 4 runs. 28 for 1 after 4.5. Still needed another 75 runs. Or the fighters need 9 wickets. Playing it back towards the bowler. So far in this over, it's the end of the over actually. So at the end of over number 5, Krca 28 for 1. Requiring another 75 runs to win, or the fighters need 9 wickets to prevent them from winning.
And he struck in front. A beautiful ball from young Adam Khan. Pitching on middle, a stump, and it just slid on. And the batsman played the sweep shot and missed it. And he goes like before wicket. Krca goes to 22 for 2. As you see, the ball floated and it slid straight on. Very well bowled from young Adam. As he picked up his first wicket. Young Khan eagerly awaits the batsman who just took guard. As he's looking around to see if his fielders are in the right place. He's checking to make sure that everything is good. Patternick comes into bat. And young Khan sends down the mid on to long on. Oh, beautiful ball just on fourth stump and it's beating the batsman. Good flight and a little spin off the wicket. Young Khan continues to bowl very well. Another flighted delivery, just dabbed to backward point, and they cross for a single. Score moves up to 29 for 2. Rambaran is now on strike. He's 18 from 15 deliveries. So the Krca would still believe that they have a good chance of chasing on this big total once he's at the crease. As Young Khan flights this ball, it's punched through the covers. The batsman will run one, and they will go for a second. And Rambaran moves up to 20. Oh my. outfielded on the boundary. Young Can bowling a full toss. It was dispatched, but beautiful work on the square-leg boundary by the youngster, and preventing what would have been 4 runs, and the batsman will cross for 2. Rambaran continues to go as he's calling for some water. Oh, my beautiful delivery from Young Can. Just punched down the ground for 1. The over comes to an end.
Okay, so at the end of 6, it's 34 for 2. Still requiring 69 runs to win. It's gonna take a bit of take a lot to overhaul the total, but they certainly can. The current run rate is 5.7 and the required run rate is 4.9. So they are actually a little ahead. Shrivastava will continue a new spell. We'll start a new spell. Oh, that seemed to be a drop catch by the wicketkeeper. I'm not sure, but the way Shrivastava held on to his head as if he was disappointed, something happened. That one is punched straight down to long off, but it's fielded, picked up smartly, and the ball is returned to the bowler. Kept the score into just 1. See if they're going to be overthrows. No. Another 1 added to the score. It's 36 for 2. Patanek 2 from 3. Rembrandt 24 from 20. And this one is racing towards the boundary. Yes, the ball won the chase. So it's 4 to Rembrandt. He has moved on to 28 from 21. And the score 40 for 2. Now I can remember when the fighters were batting, when there were 40, I think there were like only 4 overs. But then they did slow down considerably. Not a single in the book. Rembrandt has moved on to 29 from 22. And that one was driven down to long on, down to the boundary. 4 runs. Patanek. Oh, to Rembrandt. Sorry, correction.
the end of the 7th over. Score is 45 for 2. The required run rate, it drops to 6.4, and they're currently going at that required run rate thanks to that over from Rambaran as he moves on to 29 from 22 deliveries. Rambaran has paced his innings extremely well so far, so he'll be hoping to continue as we have a new bowler in the name of Sudami, or Sudam. I'm sorry. Sudami runs his first ball. It's down the leg side, but a good take by the keeper. Oh, it's a wide. Rambaran will be disappointed that he didn't connect to that delivery. As we see young Sadami walking back to his mark. Sadami bowls. Oh, beautiful in-swinging Yorker. And it's dug out by Rambaran. Straight to the guy at short extra cover. No run. Oh my. This ball is pitched a little short and it's dispatched down to the leg side, just back of deep backward square leg, and it goes into the boundary for 4, and the 50 comes up as Rambaran moves to 33. So far, the partnership between these two batsmen are 22. They'll be hoping to carry it through for their team. They need 53 to win. And young Sadami goes back to the top of his mark. Oh, beautiful ball by young Sadami, just pitching on the 4th stump. It's pushed right down to long off for a single by Rambaran. He'll be happy that he got Rambaran off a strike as he will bowl to pattern it for the first time. And he's just making some adjustments to the field. As he's into ball. This ball is full. He just pushed it to the man at mid-off, and they will cross for 1. The score goes up to 52. The current run rate is 6.8. The required run rate is 7.6. So they'll have to go and push on the acceleration button a bit. Rambaran on strike. Oh, beautiful delivery. Swung in the air, pitched on middle leg, and Rambaran respected it. Good forward defense. It's a good comeback ball from Sadami. He's into ball. Ball is pitched on middle and off, and it's pulled away. Oh my! Into the knees of. Oh my! Into the knee of the female player on the side. She's down at the moment. Everyone is running to her. I pray and hope that she's okay. They're playing the magic spray. The ball was pitched on middle and off, and Rambaran pulled it with full force, full into the left kneecap of her as she went down. And I hope everything is well. you see a lot of concerned parents and officials and everyone surrounding her. So while the medics deal with her, praying that everything goes well and that she'll recover. As we see the replay again of what happened. You know, it's really good to see a young lady in the U.S. Open. It shows that the U.S. Open is open to all ages, all everything.
There is a second also, I think much younger than she is. And yes, and we know that when there's when the ladies are playing, their balls are actually lighter and the boundaries are shorter. So they are actually playing alongside the men on the same condition, a heavier ball, and she also bowls. So it's real. No favoritism being shown. As we're watching on the replay, the ball is hit firmly, and she is still on the ground. She's been helped right now to get on her feet. I think we'll have a substitute fielder. Or will she just tough it out and say, look, I'm here to play cricket? She's been consoled by, I don't know if it's her mom. Yes, she's coming off. She's coming off. It's best to recover in the stands.
She also shown that she's a very strong young lady. I haven't seen a teardrop fall from her eyes, but I know she must be in some pain as she's playing the ice part. I pray it's nothing serious, and I pray that there'll be no more pain for the rest of the night from onward.
We're watching the replay over and over and over.
As there's just a bit of delay, they're just trying to see the officials and the players are having some discussion. Well, as I was saying earlier, it's good to see that the youth tournament has brought so many youth from all over the world. I know Mr. Matt will be very pleased to see the amount of talent that he has.
And because of the youth, there are a lot more people in the stand because the parent also comes along with the kids. So it's a good feeling, and when you look over there, you see Mama and Papa. They are very excited. Watching. That's my son, or that's my daughter. And that sort of feeling, and the atmosphere is just electric. And the previous game, the gentleman he was inside here doing some commentary as well, and his son was a wicket keeper, and he was involved in all the dismissals, some beautiful stumping, and run out. He collected the ball and effect the run out. So it's good. So no money cannot buy that feeling. Yeah, how you really feel. So we're actually at the end of the eighth over. So Over number 9 is about to be bowled. And there may be a situation here how long the light will stay on. And that one was feeling down in the deep. Just one added to the score. And that's one weakness I've seen where I would encourage the coaches to advise the runners to run the first one very fast. And it will give them the opportunity to turn singles into twos. Not to run and gaze and, you want to know where the ball is. But when it's down in deep, run fast, the first one. And then see if you have the opportunity to make two. That one is down to the boundary for 4. I think a signal by umpire Henry. So the score has moved on to 57 for 2. Rembrandt is on 39 from 28. Oh, this one was badly missed. The ball went up and he settled on the catch, but spilled it. So let's see if this one is going to be expensive or more expensive. Could it be that he was unsighted by the floodlights? And just about everything is going on out there. Very exciting cricket. Attempting to run the batsman out, throwing the ball at the wicket. "61 for 2. That's another single. Rembrandt 43 from 30. Botanic 7 from 5. Oh, just delicately played down to the slip area, vacant slip area, of course. They've taken 1, and that's all they'll have to settle for. And the final delivery in over number 9. Beautifully bowled. A dot ball. So at the end of over number 9, it's 64 for 2, still requiring 39 to win.
As we see, Young Gotham in his first over. Oh, beautiful ball. Just worked sharp mid wicket, and the batsman calls for a single. Rambaran moves on to 45. He's batting lovely. He'll have to be the one to see his team home. They're well above the required run rate. They're currently going at 7.1 runs over. Scotland is bowling a full delivery. The ball is hit to cover and is put down by the youngster. And the batsman calls for a single. Which brings Rambaran back on strike. Let's see again. Full ball. He hit it straight to cover and it was dropped. Scotland goes back to his run up. And he's bowling a full toss and it's slapped away down to the guy at corner. And the batsman calls for 2. Looking for 3 and good backing up and good all-round cricket. There's no signal from the umpires. I thought that ball was just about shoulder height. Maybe I could be wrong. Has got on board and he advances. Oh my, and the keeper drops it. Looks like a missed stumping or a missed chance. I'll have to see it on the replay. And 47, Rambaran should be looking to get his 50 before he thinks about giving it away. As Gordon's in, Rambaran hits it straight down to the long off boundary and he jogs through. He will only take 1. He moves to 48. Score moves on to 69 for 2. So Krca are still in. And they're fighting. And the TCL fighters will be looking to get a wicket and break this 41-run partnership. Scotland bowls a full-length delivery. Ooh, barely misses the leg stump. Patinick would have think he missed the full toss. And that's the end of the over. 69 for 2 in the 10th over.
KRCA should be on their way to victory, but then the TCL fighters has other ideas. They are saying we only need 8 wickets, or we keep them below the required total. New bowler, Phillips. That one was played down in the deep. On the offside, or on the onside, it's a left and right combination. Played square on the offside. Just another single. In terms of equation, KRCA is ahead, so they don't have to panic. They should get 2 this time. And yes, 2 runs. And Rembrandt has got his 50. And that's what the shout is all about. And the cheers, he's now on 51. 51 from 37. Well played. Disciplined innings. He has anchored his side. And that should be 4 runs indeed. Down to the boundary for 4. Short. And gave it the treatment that it terribly deserved. $77 for 2. That's about 2 deliveries to go in over number 11. And that's another 4 signaled by the umpire. Now they are in the 80s. 81 for 2. And the KRCA seem to be romping home at the moment. Required run rate 4.3. They are batting at 7.5. Final delivery coming up in over number 11. $12 has been conceded from this over so far. 1 final delivery to go. And they'll take 2. So at the end of over number 11 is 83 for 2 with Rembrandt batting on 61 from 40 and Patanic batting on 11 from 10.
Yes, it's beautiful batting from the 2 youngsters as they just have a 55-run partnership between each other. It's very, very good. Shows some batsmanship between the youngsters. Rembrandt must be very pleased with this knot. It could possibly be a potential match-winning knot, so we'll hope he continues. I think we have young Gautam coming back, if I remember the numbers 47 correctly. Bowling left arm over. The required run rate is just 4 runs and over, and they're currently going at 7.5. So KRCA are ahead at the moment. As Gordon pitches this delivery just outside the off stump, and it's pushed to the gap, short extra cover, and they will get a signal. As the young Gautam turns in again. So wide delivery, Rembrandt chasing it. No need to play at that. It's about a full delivery, and Rembrandt just push it to the man at cover point. They will only get a signal as Gautam goes back to his mark. 3 runs off of the over so far. So he's bowling very tidy, trying to pull it back for the TCL fighters. As Patinack looks around the field to see where he can get his next run from. Goes into his batting stance. See how he rates Gossam. It's a full delivery and he just punches it to the man at mid-on. And the batsman will come through for an easy single. He needs 16 more runs to win. As Gotham is into Rambaran. He hits it down to long off. The batsman just jogged through for a single. So 5 runs coming off of the over so far. Patinack and Rambaran are just in cruise mode. Taking it easy. They only need 3.5 runs and over. So they can afford to rotate the strike. As you can see, Patinack batting way outside of his crease. As he advances and hits the ball just to the right of mid-on. And they come through for the single. Score moves up to 89 for 2 at the end of the 11th over. 12th over, sorry. 1 ball remaining actually, as they had a wide. As Patinack is signaling that he wants a change of bat. Gautam goes in. It's a full ball, and it's just pushed to the man at long off, and they cross for another single. 7 runs off of the over. Gautam figures are 2 overs for 12 runs. The score moves up to 90 for 2 at the end of over number 12.
The KRCA team seemingly just cantering along now. Going away. And there goes a change of bat. Over number 13 is about to begin. Oh, fishes outside the off stump. Went through the keeper. There could be a nick there. Maybe not. The bowler did not respond as if, oh, this one. Down to the boundary. They're racing home to victory. It's 94 for 2. As the batters met in the middle. Touch bat. Only 9 need for victory. Single digit. Not a single. Moving on to 95 for 2. Some signs being made by umpire Henry. Got to be very careful here. Sometimes you can get yourself run out on a misfield. So wisely, they stayed home. A misfield down in long off, long on, you can take your chances with the bowler's arm. Not when it's so close to the wicket. You could be in trouble. Another single. They don't have to be in a hurry in terms of equation. They're 7 to win from 19 balls. No pressure. Absolutely no pressure at all. Another single. Very, very smart by the Trinidadians, the KRCA. You can do it in singles. You don't have to try to finish it, finish the match with a six. And that's the end of the 13th over. 97 for 2. Come on to bring us home to victory.
He just needs 6 to win off of 18 balls. And Rambaran seems to be on strike. And we know that he's 70 from 47, so he'll be looking to go big. You have young Versani coming in, Varanasi coming in to finish his spell. We have Pattonate on strike, sorry. Pattonate just works his ball to the leg side and gets a single. Young Raj is bowling his first over for the game. Oh, lovely shot. Slapped away down to the man, sweeping. It's a beautiful feeling as the ball comes in and the batsman will get 2. It's now 3 runs to win from 15 deliveries. And the 100 is up for the KRCA. And we can see the fans already celebrating this victory on the boundary, and the parents and the other players. Everyone is excited. Raj is coming in. And it's hit hard down to long on just for a single. Pattonate looking for 2, but Ramaran doesn't seem to be interested at all. It's been a very eventful day at the Central Broad Park. We had the conclusion of the men's US Open. And now we have the conclusion of these matches. As young Raj is in. Pattonate is struck on the pad, it seems, but they still managed to get a single. And a leg bye is called. As we see the fans, they're doing some dances, celebrating, because they only need 1 run to win. Young Raj looking to finish strong, he's in. And he bowls a full toss and it's pulled down to the man at deep mid wicket for a single. And the players from KRC ran on to celebrate with their players. It's a beautiful knock by young Rambaran. He scored 71 off of 49 deliveries to bring his team home. What do you think about the knock from
It was a very patient knock. He came in and he stayed, he anchored the innings, and that was exactly what was required by his team. And so when you know you have someone that is anchored at one end, and not that just he's but they're there, but he's actually hitting the boundaries, turning the strike over. You have confidence, you know, with the other person at the other end to also go and get the score. As we can see the dancing on the screen, exactly, you know, you can understand the feelings. They came all the way from Trinidad, the land of Brian Lara and Vinod Mancham, of course. And yes, and they're here, and they won tonight's match. And they are celebrating, and indeed, they should. So it's 1 in the books, Rembrandt, 71 from 49, a very good knock. Young left-hander looking very attractive. And Paternick, 19 from 18. And you can see Gopal taking, let's say, Rembrandt, leg before, that's his scorecard to Khan for 5. I mean, okay. And that's the scorecard. No, you're seeing from home. And so this is the match. That's it for tonight. We'll be back tomorrow at 9 o'clock sharp. And we'll have at least 4 matches. I think another 4 matches. To be here from early to do it all over again tomorrow, God willing. Until such time, on behalf of Amal and Vinod and the rest of the crew, it's good night from Central Broward Regional Stadium.
Welcome to the prize giving ceremony at the end of this youth clash here at the Youth US Open. You know, today the Senior US Open was done and dusted, and now we have the Youth US Open. Joining me at the presentation ceremony is Sofian Kamar. Normally Mac gives it out at the US Open, but since it's youth, Sofian Kamar is here, and joining us is Andrew Rembrandt as well. The Kumar Rampat Cricket Academy winning their 3rd successive match in the tournament. It puts them directly into the finals tomorrow, but they still have 1 preliminary round game to go. And TCL batting first scored 103 in response. A wonderful performance by these guys from Trinidad and Tobago. They reached their victory target for the loss of 2 wickets. Leading the way, Andrew Rembrandt, the West Indies under 15 player. At the age of just 13, he scored an unbeaten half century. And Sofian Kamar, who is an adopted Trinidadian, will now make the presentation to Andrew Rembrandt. Well, Andrew, just a short word at you. Take us through what went through your mind going in early, knowing that that was a big score for 16 overs in youth cricket.
Well, it was a bit of a struggle as we didn't have much of a good start. But as I batted through the innings, it became easier, and at the end, we came out with a victory.
And my last question for you. You seem very concerned when the young lady got injured because you didn't even ground your bat. You immediately went to her. It was a great touch. Are you a ladies' man?
Yes, I am.
Having said that, I think that's it from the presentation ceremony. We are leaving you with the ladies' man.